We had a conversation a while back. I say a while back, a few months back, and you said to me, "The dream gig's just landed."
Yeah.
Tell me about that dream gig.
Yeah. Well, I always, I think a busy band is a happy band. So that's hence why we gig a lot. And I think there's always got to be something there to look forward to. It's a bit
Uh
like
huh.
when you're going to work every week and you're looking forward to your holiday.
Yep.
There's
Yep.
always got to be that marquee show gig,
Yeah.
whatever. There's always got to be something there.
Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, of course, there's always got to be something there. You've got to kind of got to be realistic in that, but also you need to be able to dream. And what happened is my mum was sadly not with us anymore. She was a massive supporter of Soul Battalion. She's not a musician in any shape, way, or form, but because she'd been around music a long time with my dad, she kind of knew what were good and what were bad, and what's got legs and what hasn't, sort of thing. And she always said to me, "I think you've got something with Soul Battalion. I think you could play anywhere for anyone."
Wow.
And for my mum to say that, I was thinking, "Oh, right." And she weren't just saying it because I were a son, because she'd been around my dad,
Yeah.
potentially, he was a far greater musician than I am. But she knew that it was, the band had got legs, so to speak. And that sort of gave me a bit of confidence to think, well, I wonder how far I can push it. And Charlie's always pushing me, saying, James, some of it's joking and some of it's real. Some of it, you should be looking at this venue next. And I'm like, are you real? If you're real, what kind of venue is this? And we used to go on holiday to Bridlington, take the kids, and we took my mum and my dad came along and everything else. And we've done a number of holidays in Brid, and I've walked past the Bridlington Spa many times and think, wow, this would be a good one to do. I'd like to do this. This is kind of a bucket list tick. But how can I make it happen? And so I sent an email saying, who we were. I think this was round about version 2 of the band. Who we were. It was a bit naive, to be fair. I sent it off to like an info address, and
Okay.
hoping somebody might read it. And obviously, to an info address, no one ever does for booking in bands. It just
I
a
can't
waste
say
of
nothing
time.
because ours is info.
Yeah, well, no,
But I'm manning it. It's good,
yeah,
I do reply.
no, true. I mean, I think it's when these event places,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
they get so much so many people, so many bands, so many events organising and wanting to put their show on.
Uh-huh.
That it just gets lost if you send you need to know who the person's making the
Yeah.
decision. You need to get to that
So,
person.
as a hit and hope,
Yeah,
you put this
hit and
email
hope.
out
I
there.
did about 6 years ago, and it went it went nowhere. But I'm not one to give in, and there's many examples of where I've tried and tried and tried, and eventually I've kind of got there. And so I thought, right, 6 months later, I'll send it again. And this sort of went on for probably for about 4 years, really. To and fro, with slightly amending the email, trying to send it to a different person. I might pick up on a website that I find I don't know what they do within. In the spa, whether they actually put the show on or whether they're cleaner, I don't know. But I'm sending
Anybody that would listen.
anybody that you'd listen, yeah. And how it all came about is the actually landing the gig. Is that we went to I went to go and see. It was my birthday a year ago, and I went with a good friend of mine, well, two good friends of mine, Dean and Simon.
Shout out to Dean and Simon.
Yeah, and Dean lives in Brid, and he got some tickets to go and see a '60s band.
Mm-hmm.
And just what happened to be happening on my birthday weekend. And while I was there, and I was looking at what they were doing good and what they were not doing.
How'd you do as a musician?
Oh, analysing everything. And he's got a lot of faith in what I do, Dean. And Dean says, "You could do this. There's nothing here. What's happening on that stage that your band couldn't do." And I thought, yeah, you know, he's right. You know, he really is right. And I think we could put a really good show on there because, you know, we put a good show on anywhere else. So why can't we do it there, you know? So I went to the bar. I spoke to a lady at the bar and I said, oh, you know, do you don't happen to know anybody, you know, the name anybody puts the events on here? And she said, well, I actually work in the office. And I thought,
How's
wow.
that?
She says, yeah, I work in the office, but I also work on the bar. So I thought, oh, that's awesome. It's really good. I said, you wouldn't have an email address. So anyway, fast forward on. She gave me this email address. It wasn't the email address of the right person, but they put me in touch with the right person.
So you're getting up that ladder.
Getting up the ladder. So I sent my email, you know, to the right person, and I got a lovely email back saying that we're looking at our scheduling for next year, and we're going to have a meeting about it, and your band is in our folder.
Oof, we're getting closer then.
Getting closer. So I was buzzed by that because a lot of people say they've played at Bridlington Spa, and there is a lot of people that have played at Bridlington Spa.
Of course.
But some people say they've played at Bridlington Spa when they don't mean the Royal Hall that we're playing in, which is the main hall. They mean in the side room that they've got, which is a lovely little room.
Yeah.
But you know, it's not that room that Ray's played in and.
I'll tell you a funny story about that room, actually. That side room, overlooking sea. Yeah. I played a corporate gig in there quite a while back.
Oh, yeah.
For a load of doctors.
Oh, did you?
Yes. Yeah. And a funny story is, one of these doctors went and proceeded to pick up one of our guitarists' guitars and started playing along with it. Safe to say that didn't go down very well, and my guitarist stopped gig, which is highly unprofessional, may I just add, but he made a point of saying, I wouldn't come into our doctor's surgery and start picking scalpels up. So put it down and get up dance floor. And that were that, you know, and he'd come up after and apologise, as you do, and I think once he saw, but it's just amazing what drink does to you, isn't it?
Yeah. Funny things, eh? What people do when there's a band, you probably wouldn't do normally, you know.
Self-entitlement, you know, I'm a doctor, I can play that guitar.
I can do what I want to do, yeah. I've had 10 pints, I can do anything.
So you're playing in the big main room?
Yes, we are, and it's a Monday evening. It's July the 27th, and we're playing the main room of the Spa. We've got. I'm really looking forward to it. We have a support artist that comes with us she's called Emma. Emma Evans, Soul Girl, Emma Evans Soul Girl on Facebook, and she does like a warm-up set for us. It's all era appropriate, you know. Soul and Motown, so that kind of warms things up for us.
It just adds to the atmosphere as well, you know, people are arriving or...
Exactly, it just adds to the night, and then we're going to go on and do our 2-hour show, 2 sets,
2 hours,
32 dance floor fillers.
Awesome.
Yeah, and we're going to go and we're going to rip it up.
Tickets?
Tickets are available from Bridlington Spa. They're £20 each. They're going really well at the moment. We're on target for what we need to achieve. That was another thing, you know, trying to sell that amount of tickets. It's a lot of tickets to sell.
That's a lot of tickets.
To be able to, because that's a big room.
What is the capacity in there? You know,
it's the capacity is different for different events. So our event is set out for a cabaret style event. So there's obviously a large dance floor area, and then there's the round sort of cabaret seating, with round tables with the chairs dotted around.
Is there a bit of a veranda as well, or is that?
That's going to be shut off on our night. They don't always open that up. That's just there for the sort of big concerts, because, you know, standing the place holds thousands of people, but the capacity for when we're on, I believe, 600.
And that's going to be a good night with 600 people. If you feel that, you sell it out.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be really good. You know, I'm a realist, and I think that would be an unbelievable achievement. You never know, because there's lots of holiday people going around.
Yeah.
I think a realistic target for us would be somewhere around 350,
Well, it's
400.
holiday season, so you know,
Yeah,
and hopefully I'll try and get this out beforehand.
yeah, yeah,
We'll try and get it in Bridlington sites, and you know, if
yeah.
there's people that are sort of listening to this podcast that didn't know about Soul Battalion and fancy giving them a try, you know, get yourself to Bridlington Spa because it's the pinnacle of Soul Battalion.